Hi guys, welcome to the first ever episode of Halftime Rants, and I'm just gonna say this before we start that to those students who doesn't have the finance to be enrolled this term, that it's okay, that this is not the ideal setup for us to be learning, and I know that some parents have lost their jobs and are struggling to find ways on how to enroll their sons and daughters to the university or elementary, whatever. And I hope that those parents can find their way. I hope that they can surpass this their current situation, and I hope this pandemic ends as much as possible. Yeah, and I'll just give you guys a little background of me. So I'm a second year AB and English language student here in the Philippines. I'm sorry myself, and I'm 20 years old. And what inspired me to be making this podcast is that I read Alice Oseman's Radio Silence, if you guys are familiar with that. It's a young adult fiction, and of course, podcast was mentioned there. A guy was making a podcast, and he's making different kinds of stories, unusual stories actually. And yeah, you guys have to read that. It's a must read, easy read also, and it's really emotional. And so going to the main point of this podcast is that we're just going to talk about the passion versus practicality mindset of not just parents but other people as well. And I just want to bring this up. It's because it's famous here. It's common here in Asia, of course, that you should take up a STEM degree, not an art degree. So I want to bring this also. It's because I have experienced this kind of situation wherein my parents really are like suggesting many STEM degrees and they won't let me take an art degree. Mainly it's because I want to major in advertising arts, and I think that they're like this discouraging me to take up this one. But then in the end I have convinced them, but it's a little late because I have enrolled also already to a particular university that I really hated. And yeah, I was like, what the hell? Also, it's funny because I have convinced them quickly, and I'm like blaming myself because I haven't spoken to them when I was like having this urge that I need to tell them that I wanted to major in advertising arts. But then it's late, and so that was my fault. Sorry, joke. And then at the end, when I was enrolled in the university that I really hated, I dropped out because I convinced my dad that I really don't like this course and I just wanted to be really out of this university because it's really toxic. You have to really be talking to your parents about the course that you really wanted and really explain to them that this course is what really makes you happy, and you have to believe in yourself. And you always have to believe in yourself, and you have to really discard everyone that is saying shits about the course that you want, because this is your passion. This is your this is what you really wanted. This is what you're born for. This is what you really wanted when you're still a kid. And some people just say that STEM degrees are like the road to success, and that's like not really true. Like, getting a STEM degree doesn't assure your life to be successful, and that is like the worst mindset that I have ever heard of. And so my tips for the incoming freshman students who are having this kind of situation is that you always open to your parents and understand that this is the course that you really wanted, and they will understand you because your parents is your support group forever, and they will always appreciate your passions in life. They will support you no matter what, and as long as it doesn't harm your health, they will always be happy to support you. So now that I don't have anything to say with this topic, I asked my friends because I think that they have experienced this too. And my friend said this one, hindi lahat ng passion nagiging successful. Kasi sa totoo lang, nasa diskarte yan sa buhay. Gusto mo o hindi, ginagawa mo. Walang mangyayari kung hindi ka porsigido. EQ over IQ pagdating sa trabaho. Walang taong magaling sa boss na hindi mo kaya pakisamahan. And I agree with my friend because interpersonal skills will always be and will be one of the things that is important when you are going to work. In AB English, we also have this kind of communication that we have to be really friendly and be really neutral with the words that we are going to say because every meaning has this effect, and every word doesn't has an impact to a colleague of yours. So you have to be really careful and really be more friendly to people. And this is my friend's take on practicality that if you're going to be practical on choosing your career path, dapat alam mong kaya mo, hindi nangunguna emosyon mo, hindi ka nagreklamo na ano ba to, hindi naman ako masaya sa ginagawa ko, kasi you do it for the money anyways. Another opinion of my friend is that this one. Agree ako dun na di lahat ng passion nag-end up sa maganda kasi what if gusto mo lang gawin yung bagay pero you don't know where to start or how to keep your passion burning. So for me, there should be a balance between passion and practicality. Always make sure na yung passion mo, mapapakain ka, hence practicality din. And make sure na gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, pero at the same time, make sure na passionate ka sa mga bagay na practical. And so my take on passion versus practicality is that it doesn't matter what course you take as long as you really are striving for what your goal is and what you're really happy with. And so what if you have a really good salary but you're not happy with it? It's kind of sad, and the imbalance of this causes you to be depressed. And so the next topic will be depression. I don't know why. This is really a weird podcast. And so yeah, I will try to post weekly. And if you guys have got into this part, I am glad and I will always be appreciative of you guys. Thank you.